Guess what time it is? It's story time! Today's book is called The Adventures of Margrove, the prequel to the Max and Emma Chronicles. Written by Ava Stone and read by me, Anna Lee Hart. Today I will read Chapter 6, The Battle for Margrove. Before I begin, I wanted to say a very warm thank you to all of you that sent me messages from my previous readings. It meant the whole wide world to me, and I was really truly touched. I'm so glad so many of you enjoyed the stories and shared them. Again, thank you. If you make it all the way to the end of this video, you will find a hidden Easter egg somewhere in the video, and if you hop down into the comments and type, "Best ever," I will know you watched and found it. If you follow your comment with something nice, I will share them on the next story. Thank you again, my fans. I love you all. Chapter 6, The Battle for Margrove. After obtaining as much information as they had, it was clear the group needed desperately to head back home. Rumors were everywhere about great strife between the city, rebels, refugees, and something about possible war. Emma, Max, and Z9000 traveled hard and finally had reached the rurals, on the outskirts of Margrove, a sprawling city that was said to be the last bastion of hope in a world ravaged by war and environmental disaster. The city was said to hold the key to defeating the evil organization that had taken over the world. They had traveled far and faced many obstacles to get here. Emma was determined to succeed and stop the organization once and for all. As they headed towards the outskirts of the city, they were greeted by a group of rebels who were fighting against the organization. The rebels told Emma that the city was heavily guarded and that they needed her help to defeat the organization's forces and take back the city. The city was surrounded by high walls, beyond which Emma could see the tall skyscrapers of the city's center and the thick smoke that obscured the sky. As they approached the city gates, they were met by heavily armed guards who demanded to know their business. Emma explained that they were seeking refuge in the city and asked if they could enter. The guards looked them over skeptically, but eventually allowed them to pass through the gates and into the city. Once inside, Emma was struck by the sight of the countless refugees who had gathered in the streets, seeking shelter from the dangers that lurked outside the city walls. The streets were lined with makeshift stalls and tents, and the air was thick with the smell of cooking food and the sounds of people talking and shouting. Emma made her way through the crowded streets, accompanied by Max, Z9000 and the rebels, towards the center of the city. They had heard rumors of a powerful leader who was fighting against the forces that threatened to destroy the world, and they hoped to find her and offer their help. As they approached the city center, they saw that a massive battle was taking place. A group of armored vehicles and soldiers were engaged in a fierce fight against a horde of robotic creatures. The robots seemed to be everywhere, swarming over the soldiers and vehicles like a relentless tide. Emma, Max, and Z9000 joined the fight, using their skills and weapons to help turn the tide against the robots. They fought alongside the soldiers, dodging blasts of energy and raining fire down upon the enemy. Despite the ferocity of the battle, Emma felt a thrill of excitement as she realized that they were making a difference. Finally, after what seemed like hours of intense fighting, the robots began to fall back, their lines breaking as the combined forces of the soldiers and Emma's group pushed them back. And then, with a final burst of energy, the robots all shut down at once, their systems failing as the mysterious leader of the resistance emerged from the shadows. The leader was a woman, tall and regal, with a determined look on her face. She approached Emma, Max, and Z9000 and thanked them for their help in the battle. You are brave warriors, she said, and I am grateful for your assistance. But the fight is far from over. We must continue to push back against the forces of darkness that seek to destroy us. And so, Emma, Max, Z9000 and the rebels joined the leader and the other soldiers in the ongoing battle for Margrove, determined to defend the city and the world against the forces of evil. They would not rest until the battle was won and peace was restored to the land. I hope you really enjoyed Chapter 6, The Battle for Margrove. Stay tuned for Chapter 7, The Unveiling of the Truth, next time, right here on Storytime. I'm the Rhyming Queen, Annalie is my name, a story of mystery, keeping ya all entertained. So put your hands together, let's have some fun, today's story's over, till next time, we're done. Until then. ALH signing off.